Now let's go through this worksheet on the life cycle plants for your corrections. Okay, this you must be very familiar. The only difference with this, watch out for the little leaf that's growing up, sprouting up from here. Okay, this should be older than this, alright, much younger. So after doing that, arrange them, and the answer is 3 for this particular question. Next, a seedling, the roots coming out first, and this of course the original seed. The part X over here is definitely the root that takes in water. Answer is 2. Next, did we keep 2 containers of seeds in the kitchen? In the kitchen, it means the location is the same, right? The diagram below shows what he placed in the containers. Seeds, okay, number of seeds probably the same, 1 2 3 4. That's why I can see 1 2 3 4 5. Over here the difference is dry and is wet. It means container A has water, container B does not have any water, right? So after 5 days, one of them grew, A grew, and B did not grow. Why? Because B did not get enough water. That's simple. Next, 3-stage life cycle. Adult, if stage K is the seed, then this is the young and this is the adult, right? So what do they ask? Which part that needs sunlight to grow? It is the young and the adult that needs sunlight to grow. The seed need not have any sunlight to germinate, right? No sunlight at all needed. All right, so answer is 3, J and L only. Now next over here, wow, okay, just hang on first. Right, let's take a look at this. Kumar wanted to compare the growth of the shoot, okay, of 2 different types of seeds, X and Y. He planted 10 of each types, okay, 10 seeds with 2 identical pots, right, to have a fair test. 2 identical pots, and tabulated means put it into table form. His finding is shown below. So seed, the type of seed is seed X, there are 10 of them. Okay, day 0, it means it start from today, nothing germinates, right? Same for Y, nothing germinates. Immediately on day 2, okay, this is the some of them germinate at about the length, the average length of shoot of germinating seed. Okay, this is one, I do not know number of days. This is one of them, this one, and this is 2. I do not know by cm also. Okay, yeah, it's definitely by cm or by milliliters, I'm not sure. All right, but they shows here, over here shows some growth here. Okay, seed X, okay, that short, and seed Y that long. Okay, right, and over here you can see that Y is growing faster. On the 12th day it is at 17 units, right? Over here the growth is a bit slower. Alright, let's see the questions. Which of the following conclusion Kumar made about the experiment? Take a look one by one. Seed X and Y germinated after day 0. After day 0, it means on the first day both did not germinate, but after that, yes, it is true. So A is true. Let's take a look. Any answers here, any of the choices here with A would most probably be true. So this, okay. B, seedling grew faster in Y than in seedling X, right? Seedling Y grew faster than seedling X is true. Therefore, any of them with B is true. This is true. So both of this is true, right? If it's both of these, it says only, it means A and B only. Alright, this one, C, we do not know yet. B is true, D is true. Okay, let's take a look at C. We do not agree with C. We can't tell whether which is healthier from just the data, the length, alright, of the seed. So if you have C, it means your choice C is not something we can tell. Number 2 is definitely wrong. If you say A and B only, is not the answer. B and D only is not the answer. It is A, B, D, because A, B, D are correct. Alright, so therefore number 4 is the answer. Right, this is interesting. Christina wanted to find out if mineral salts are needed for the seed to germinate. Okay, it means if you want to do that, one of them must have a mineral salt, one of them need not have mineral salt. Okay, now then in order for seeds to germinate, we need to have water. Okay, water, no need sunlight, water, air, food. Okay, water, air, food. Right, now over here, dry means it hasn't got any water. Most probably setup A, okay, cannot be used to test with mineral or without mineral. Same for this dry. We must use both setup that have water. Moist. So setup C and D is correct. With water, of course air is everywhere, and one of them without mineral salt and one of them with mineral salt. That is how we test whether we really need mineral salt. Okay, so the answer is 4, setup C and D. This is obviously out because there is no water. Which of the following statement about the plants are true? All plants reproduce from seed. Now you know that some plants can reproduce through spores, some plants through other means, like maybe you cut off its stems and it can reproduce it again and continue to grow. Okay, so anything to do with A is wrong. So I have an answer A here is wrong. Over here is wrong. Left to 2 and 3. Now let's take a look again. Some plants can reproduce from plants but other than seeds. Correct. So if you have B, you're correct. Now I'm going to ignore 1. I'm going to ignore 4. Alright, I'm going to ignore because this is totally wrong. It has A. Now let me check. B is correct. Okay, there's B here, but there's no B over here. I should have a B over here to make correct. Therefore, I'm very sure it ends up my answer will be 2. Now let's double check again whether C is correct. Different parts of the seed takes different number of days to germinate. Different plant seeds take number of days to germinate. Correct. Okay. C is correct. C is correct. But over here is no B. Okay. And D is definitely wrong. Alright. Therefore, the answer is 2. Next. Now Jared wanted to grow some beans, so he placed the seeds in setups in different setups like this as shown here. Now watch out for this one. Wet, it means good, most probably they can grow. Wet. Okay, right. So and at the same time over here, dry and dry, most probably cannot germinate. So there's no test for this to see whether it germinates or not if you do not want to put water, unless you want to test whether the presence of water is needed. Then one of them must be with water, one of them without water. Alright, which setup above will seed germinate first? Okay, which setup above? The one with water or the one without water? Right, the one without water may not even germinate at all. So these two, W and X. Okay, we are very sure W and X. Answer 1. Now Sam carried out an experiment to study the germination of 4 types of seed A, B, C, D. He observed that the development of the seeds every 2 days, every day for 2 weeks. Right, for 2 weeks every day. It means 14 days. Alright, he recorded them. Then he recorded the observation as shown in the table below. Alright, that is the observation. Right, for A, for the root to appear after the 3 days, the root will appear. Then on the 6 days, okay, on the 6 days, the leaves will start to first appear. Alright, that's how it goes. Okay, now if Sam had made a mistake in his observation, which would be the incorrect version of the observation? Most probably is number 2. Why? See, on the 3rd day, then you're on the 6th day. How could it be on the 4th day, then on the 3rd day? Okay, this number should be more than 4. Maybe on the 5th day, 6th day, 7th day, 8th day. Cannot be on the 3rd day, then the leaves start appearing. Right, next. 2 life cycle, this is correct, 1 is correct. Okay, 4 of them, answer is 1. Alright, now this is interesting. Take a look, the leaf, the shoot is right here. Now this is a seed coat, C-O-A-T, sorry, seed coat. Over here the greenish part, and the open part could be the seed leaves, right? Okay, now let's take a look. By the way, if this is the skin, this is a seed coat, and if this part is the internal part, then this is the seed leaves, right? It could be reversed the other way around. Arrange the above diagram according to the order of growth, A, D, C, B. Next, it gets its food from the seed leaves, okay, or the name is cotyledon. Number 12, Sue placed 5 kidney beans on top of moist cotton wool. Moist means with water. Okay, moist cotton wool means with water. In container P, Q, R, and S. Each of them moist, but the amount of water is different. Note, 5, 10, 15, 20. It means the test will be to see how much water, more or lesser water, is better for the growth. That is the test. Every one of them has water. The number of seeds should be the same. You can see the beans should be the same. Type of container the same, and they place all onto cotton wool, right? Cotton wool the same. No, if this is placed on some soil, this is placed just in water, then it will not be a fair test. So container the same, 5 seeds, 5 seeds, 5 seeds, and so on. Alright, now what do you think the aim of the experiment? If the water is different or varies, okay, then we are talking about how the amount of water can affect germination. Okay, amount means, is it 5 milligram, is it good? Milliliter, is it good? 10 milliliters, is it good? Or 15, and so on. Alright, that's what the experiment is about. Now, how would Sue know that the seed had germinated? Now, this is a straightforward answer. The roots and the shoots should be out from the seeds. Then she would know, okay, whichever first comes out, right? Next, these 2 plants, soy X, soy Y. These 2 plants have soy X, these 2 plants have a soy Y. Alright, what you can see is the pot is different, okay, for this, although the soil is the same. Now for this, pot is the same, plant is the same, right, but soil is different. So Mrs. Sim wanted to find out the type of soil affects the growth. Okay, it has got to be like this. This and this compare, because they're the same plant, same pot, only the soil is different. For this is the same plant, same pot, same type of plant, and same pot, same type of pot. Alright, only the soil is different. So the answer for here is either these two, SU, these two, to compare about soil, or TV to compare about soil. You have 2 answers for this. Now, 2 other variables Mrs. Sim needed to keep the same conduct of fair test for experiment. Remember, the size of the pot must be the same. Now, you can't have this like this, right? Or neither can you have U and T. Why? They got 2 variables that are different, you see. If you have U and T, then the pot is different. What are we comparing? And the soil is also different. The soils both are different, sorry. And what are we comparing? It's very difficult to compare. There's no fair test. Therefore, the size of pot must be the same, and the second variable, the size of, or the type of the plant, must be the same. Alright. Now over here, quite interesting. Take a look at the plants. This one grows spread out as usual. Alright, and this whole thing is the glass box. Setup A is a glass box. Start of experiment, end of experiment. Setup B is a wooden box. Start of experiment, she put a wooden box. Okay, then later on, she cut a hole there, and she observed. She could see that the plants are growing towards the hole where they need the light. All right, for this glass it will still remain the same. You see, the growth will still remain the same, facing this way, right? Why? Because light is all over. Light is all over. Okay, there's no change in direction of the way they grow here, but there is a way they change in direction towards the hole where the light is. Remember, this is wooden box. No light goes through at the side, but it comes through on top where the hole is. So Joseph noticed that at the end of the experiment, seedling in B grew taller than those seedling in setup A. It means this one, it grew taller, right, compared to setup A. Okay, right, because it could strain itself nearer to this part. The rest has no light. So but before that, based on the above information, answer the following questions. Name one other difference, okay, observed between the seedlings in setup A and B. Now, plants in blue, the B grew closer together towards each other, okay, and towards the hole. I think they grow taller. I can see this shorter, this taller towards the hole, while in B the plants still spread out more evenly. Why? Because they have the light everywhere. Okay, this one will try to go this side, this one will try to go this side. All right, so there is no rush for them to rush into the light. Now, would the seedling of setup A grow the same way as those in the seedling of B if there is a hole in setup A? Now look here, that's what it says. This has a hole here in B. What happens if you put a hole up here? Alright, now some of you got this misunderstanding that by putting the hole there, it means air would rush in. Now note that even if I put the glass inside, there will still be air. Alright, and the seedling, they will start growing, and air will just somehow goes inside. No, nothing to do with air, but the way the plant grow. Do they grow like this from A? Do they if you have a hole here, do they grow up? Okay, these plants, will it be like this similarly? So the question is still no, right? Why? Because there are still light at the site. All right, so it does not affect how it grows towards the light. Hence, the plant in A will remain in the same position. All right, the glass container allows light to pass through to the plants to where they are. All right, even if you put the hole, it doesn't matter at all. Right, that's all. I hope you get your corrections done. Any question, please ask me.